Same or not.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to pop up on my end as well. I am seeing the live symbol on YouTube, I just not seeing the video. There it is, we're live.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to round 3, tier 3, Saudi Arabia. I'm here in the commentary booth without Fluffy of the day. This guy stepping in, his name's Justin, or Just Gaming, you can call him.
Hey,
how are you doing?
Hey guys, how's everybody doing? If you guys were here yesterday, I was actually doing the commentary with Feldman yesterday. So yeah, we find ourselves back again at Saudi Arabia. How's everyone's doing today? Thanks for having me here again. Love it.
Yeah, and this track is really good. Some people does not like it. What's your thoughts on the track?
I actually said this yesterday as well. I actually do really enjoy Saudi Arabia. Like me personally, I like the track, but of course it's very difficult. But I think it's very difficult for a lot of drivers, mainly because it's a new track. So it's it's the newest track that got added to the game.
Yeah.
It's not like new, but like it's like the most recent track that got added to the game. And I think just people are still trying to get used to the track and just keep on just going at it, keep on putting in the effort, and then it will just pay off at the end. But yeah, for me, I love these like quick lefts and rights. I love having that reaction time, really testing the reactions of these drivers.
Oh, for sure. It's a difficult track, but it's also a fun track. It's hard. It's very hard to overtake. The most overtaking spot you'll see is the main straight. Like any other way, like if like the other driver makes a mistake, you might have a chance.
Yeah,
but
I'd say definitely we would see a lot of overtakes around Sector 2 and Sector 3. If you try to make an overtake in Sector 1, you're just flat out crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
But
and
the thing is, sorry to cut you off there, but the thing is, actually, in prospects, there's a lot of top quality drivers that would actually be able to willingly try that. And they know that when they try that, they can trust that the other driver will give them the respect of the track. But we are currently on with Lakido Jaja as they're coming around the final corner to start their qualifying lap, coming around the final turn. And 27 laps make up this, 27 turns make up this Saudi Arabian Grand Prix.
Yeah, it's a lot of corners. It's like when I first saw this track, I was like, this track is going to be well into the 2 minutes for the fastest lap. And like once I seen like the 1 minute 20s, it's like what? It looks so long, but
yeah,
it's very fast.
Well, actually, I actually got some notes yesterday of this track actually, and funny that you say that a very long track, but it is the nickname the fastest, as it is simulated average speed is around 250 kilometers per hour, which is 160 miles per hour for the people in the US, and it is the second largest track of the 2021 calendar, 16 lefts, 11 rights, and as you said, a long track. It's 6.147 kilometers long.
Damn.
And you know what? You know what amazes me? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, ain't Belgium the one of the longest tracks? Like, I'm pretty sure Belgium is the longest track in the grid. But
we'll have to check and see. But you know what's the one thing that really amazes me when you look at it? Actually, we'll say this after, as we're watching Lakido come around the final corner. Gets a little bit of a nudge, hugs the wall a little bit too much. Going to be messing up the lap there, but it's going to be coming across the line to set a time of a 1:30.5. That is the standard, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see who can beat it. It's not the fastest time, but it can definitely be beat as TDE Silva, a fellow Silva of myself, 1:30.2. And then RL Beast never disappoints. I actually know RL Beast very well, actually. In that league that RL that he's a part of. Very good guy. You would love him. Absolutely. I mean, of course you love him. He's here.
He looks like an amazing driver, and hopefully that he pulls something good at this race. Hopefully everyone pulls something at this race. I wish everyone best of luck. It's not an easy track. You can get invalidations, you can hit walls. It's like you have to, like, you can't slip up at any time in this track. You have to stay focused and like be consistent every lap. You have to take the corner the same as every time, because if you just move like once to, if you want to try a different move, you're also going to hit the wall or go off. Like this track, just like you don't know what's going to happen in this track.
I mean,
you
that's
don't know where they to overtake and that much.
And even in the real life, because it's only been held once, and that was last year in 2021. As what was it? As Feldman did say with me yesterday, Saudi Arabia was actually kind of a bit like very close with the time frame of actually having it in the calendar. It was like around 2 weeks, I believe he did say, around 2 weeks before the actual Grand Prix was when the track was completely and fully finished. But yeah, it's still an outstanding track. But one fun fact that I actually looked up that really boggles my mind. So the Austrian Grand Prix, it's only around 4.318 kilometers long. And the best times that you'll see around there is probably like a 104, 105 on the softs. Here, at Saudi Arabia, it is 2 miles longer. Almost 2 kilometers longer. And the time difference is only like 20 seconds. So that just shows the speed of these Formula 1 cars, and just how this track is named the fastest simulated average speed track of the calendar. So me personally, I just absolutely love this track just for that fact as well, because it boggles my mind how that works out.
And I have heard some news myself regarding the new cars of F1 2022. As you know, they have upgraded the wheels to 18 inches, and I've heard reports that the wheels turn like F2 cars. So is that going to make things difficult for the next game and next season, like in real life, or?
Well, I mean, it's actually, as Mondi did say in the chat, average speed of the circuit 2. Yep, that's actually what I meant to say. Sorry about that. But talking about the wheels, yeah. So the F2 cars, they do have the 18. I think it's 18-inch wheels. 18-inch? No, hold on. Am I right about that? 18-inch?
Yeah, 18 inch, yeah.
Yeah, so they do have the 18-inch, so it only makes sense that it would be like the other like the F2 cars. But the thing is, it's just at that speed, and also with the new chassis and the aerodynamics of the car, it's just gonna put a whole new factor in about who is gonna be the champion and who's gonna be the best one out of this. And if they can easily implement that in the game, then sign me up. Like, I want to try it. Yeah. But yeah, unlike the what's it called? Unlike the one of the celebrations in this game, if you win on the podium, where you toss out the new the new F1 2021. I doubt they're gonna be doing that for F1 2022 when it comes out. But we can all cross our fingers and hope, to be honest with you. I'll be crossing all my fingers and my toes for that to happen, but I doubt it will.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this game, but enough for the future. Let's talk about now. People want to see racing. Here we go. I'm on board with Craig. As he loses it, damages his ring, so he will be boxing. There you go. His front ring's fully gone.
Yep, and we actually did just see Lucifer Shahid. I think I'm saying that correctly. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. It's only my second time being here. But yeah, Lucifer actually making their way up to 5th place with a 129.5. But I want you to look at something real quick. It's I don't know if you pronounce the J on that. It's Jamo or it's Yamo. And speculative. 1/1000th of a second separates 2nd and 3rd place. Those two are definitely going to go at it if it keeps like this. But no one has been able to sorry, I just had a mid stroke there, mid sentence. No one is. Oh my god, I'm actually struggling here. Hold on. Pause, rewind, pause, play. No one has made it into the 128s yet. Beast is only 25/100ths of a second away to do it, but we still have around 5 drivers still yet to put in a time, as Gazmore Pam, I believe, is serving are they serving a quali ban, or are they just joined, or have they just joined the lobby late and wanted to retire early to not glitch out the lobby?
If you just look at the pit lane, Williams has just let the Ferrari go off Yamo. Yeah, I'm sorry, but like I don't know what that Williams was thinking. He just moved to the right and they just let the Ferrari pass. It's like that was dangerous. That could be partially blocking right there in the pit lane, but he got past. But if you want to go back to Gazapam, I think he does have a quality ban, or because he did join the lobby late, so it could be that. So we don't know just yet. We need to find out.
All right.
I'm gonna go back to spec driving Yamo. Like, there's a lot of drivers in this tier what are fast, and that just proves it there that how fast they are. Like only 1,000 is like is away from each teller. Right?
It's
and
practically a slice of paper. It's practically a slice of paper.
Yeah, and they're going out for maybe like their second run. Like second last one, so like maybe go out now, set another lap in, and come in for fresh offs. Like say, oh, I want to try and be better than that, so I'm going to go again. So, because Beast is in the pit, well, Beast has just came out as I say that, but Yamo is just, I think it's come around near the last turn now. To start his lap, I'm going to be watching him, see how he does.
He's coming around turn 26. Yep, he's coming around turn 26, entering turn 27. Passing the 100, now the 50 mark, the mark board on the right side of the track, taking a wide line to get as much speed as they potentially can to go to the finish line with as much speed and start the qualifying lap. We're going to keep an eye on them. But actually, TD Silva just now actually makes their way into second with a 129.447. Only 13 hundredths of a second separates second and third. So that top four is getting very, very, very close.
Yeah. And it's going to be a exciting race because you know there's going to be action when they're all that close.
Oh yeah, definitely, no doubt.
Invalidated.
But I mean, who just invalidated?
Yamo.
And of course in Sector
Jamo.
1. Yeah.
Jamo, sorry.
I don't know if it's Jamo or Yamo, to be honest with you. If you're in the chat, please let us know. Do you pronounce the J or not, or do you pronounce it like a Y, like in I think it's I'm not gonna say the country because to be honest with you, I know I'm gonna make myself sound stupid because I always do. But
it is Jamo, but I usually just call him Yarno. It's like Yarno.
Oh, Yarno, yeah, Yarno up here.
Yeah, I
makes
just call
sense.
him that. It's like similar, so.
Yeah, I mean.
Change the end of the R.
I mean, it was pretty bad for us yesterday, actually, as there was Leclerc in the McLaren, so we were always thinking, oh, Charles McLaren, and it just messed up everybody. Don't do what I did in Tier 1. Well, I mean, we're gonna have to wait and see, Nick, to see if anyone does that. But we're still waiting on 3 drivers to put in a lap. Actually, one of them is Craigie, as they're coming around the final corner, having the rear wing wide open in the Red Bull. Is going to be setting a time of a 1:30.0, goes 10th fastest with 5 minutes left in qualifying. Do you see anyone? I was going to say, do you see anyone taking Beast's pole position at this point?
That's a really good question. Maybe. I don't really like putting drivers on the spot because like, they might be watching, but I feel Spec Drive or Natty, because I feel like Ted Silver and Yamwood can still come out on fresh stops, but I feel like from second down to 5th, I think they could be the chance what can gain heavily, and obviously Beast is out on the lap. He is coming around the last corner now.
Oh, he is on the lap. He's around 3/10 faster. He might break the 128s.
Yeah.
But let's see, he's coming around the final corner, rear wing wide open, comes across the line to set a new fastest time of a 128.780. What a time from RL Beast. I love that because I actually commentate and I used to race with him as well in that league. So extraordinary scenes that he is providing us at Prospects eRacing. So absolutely love that Beast, and goes to everyone here. But actually one person still yet to put in a time is actually going to be Monster in the Aston Martin. Just finished their outlap, and I think we just saw a glitched I don't know if you just saw that or if that was just me, but I'm pretty sure I just saw Williams turn into Slenderman, go out of the pits into the straight line. But as we
I
take
did
this,
see something, but I thought it was just a monster. You know, it's but. I must be wrong, but Monster has a validated, so he needs to speed up and go for another lap. There's only 3 minutes left.
yep. Well, I mean, they do have plenty of time to recharge that ERS meter as much as they can. But I'm looking at the tires now, and actually, Panda Man game. Oh, we have a crash out in turn 1. If we go on board with Beast, actually not Beast, Yama, we can actually see what happened. The AlphaTauri of Spectriv actually spins out at the end of turn 2 on the way to turn 3 into the wall, and they're going to be out of this qualifying, but still in a very good position of 4th place.
Yep. Also, turn 1 is very hard to keep the car, because like, if you put too much power on, you're literally gone. Like, you're spinning around, and like, so this track is also good for that. So like, you also need to be really careful about your throttle control.
I think it's just mainly Sector 1 in general, to be honest with you. Mainly because it looks like a lot of people... Well, I mean, if you look at Sector 2 and Sector 3, they're pretty much straightaways, except for the beginning of Sector 3, which is a quick left and right of turns 22 to... actually, no, turns 24 and 25. But, yeah, and if you look at Sector 1, you have a very tight hairpin at the beginning, to then very sharp rights and lefts where you have to keep the momentum and make sure you're on the correct gear on that car, or else you're either gonna be invalidating, or you're gonna be too close to the wall and break your front wing.
Yeah, like that's one thing what I hate about this track. Like, I feel like the walls are too close. You know, it's like maybe they need to work on that. Maybe like push the walls out just a little bit. But
well, we'll only see, because they were actually improving El Rouge at Belgium. They could be improving. Saudi Arabia could be taking hit as well, because they improved out Abu Dhabi for the finale. Not Michael didn't improve it, but the actual construction workers improved the track. But other than that. Other than those 2 tracks, and it makes it a lot better, it makes it a lot safer for the drivers, it's a lot quicker as well. And with the new chassis coming into Formula 1, it's going to be very, very cool. Me personally, it's going to be very, very cool to see what it looks like. But so far, Yamo exits Sector 1 going 2/10 faster, hoping to keep that momentum. And if they do, it'll be a Ferrari 1-2.
Yeah, it is 2/10. I've just had a quick look up, and it was there are 2/10, so it could be a Ferrari 1-2 if he doesn't make a mistake from now on.
He looks like he just did. Yeah, they just did, and he has abandoned the lap. He's going to stay out of the way of the Mercedes going through. But yeah, but still a very good effort from the Ferrari team and the AlphaTauri team. Both of them being near the front. Well, one of them actually. Well, actually, yeah, they both are at the front. Sorry, not near the front, but yeah, and that's going to be the timer 000 on the clock. This is everyone's last chance to put in a good lap time here.
Yeah, I think Craig is on a lap. Yep, Craig is on a lap, so can he improve? He is 3/10 up. And Villeneuve, 2nd place on the Mercedes.
Oh, what a time that was from Villeneuve. Well done. Muy bien. No, that's... Wait, muy bien? No, that's Spanish, isn't it? Très bien. Sorry, I got my Spanish and my French mixed up.
Right, Craig is coming into the last corner. I didn't see his time, so I don't know how much time he's up. But
he's actually up by around 9, like, what's it called? 0.19, but he's going to be coming across the line at 0.12, goes up to 13, so does improve. Actually, does he? No, did not improve a position, but does improve the time. But now Monster hasn't validated. Now we're just waiting on Artistic Genius, who looks to be struggling here at this track and only setting a 135.0. Hopefully, I'll be able to. Well, hopefully they can improve on their time, but that's going to be qualifying over. Villeneuve with the shock at the end, making it count right at the end in the Mercedes with the 129.4, but Beast with the extraordinary lap of a 127.8. He is
Yep.
the driver to watch.
For sure. I'm looking forward to this race. What's your thoughts on the qualifying? And the general, like the racing, the speed of every other driver. Like, do you think it's going to be a good race? Do you think there's going to be exciting battles?
It's going to be a lot of battles. If it's anything that we saw like yesterday, it's going to be extraordinary. But Beast taking pole position with a 128.7. Villeneuve, the last opportunity to get into the front row, and they were able to make it done with a 129.4 second place. It looks like a Canadian front three with TDE Silva and the AlphaTauri. Then goes Yamo, well, as you say, Yarno and the Ferrari. Then Spectriv, then Natty, then Lucifer, then Pandaman Gaming, Pelo, Tilmo, Loquito, Hollywood, Craig, Mason, Monster, Voice of Chris, Artistic Genius, then Kivo, and then at the back of the grid is going to be Gas, Moore, Pam. 5 seconds until we get to the loading screen, and I hope you guys at home are ready to watch it because I am excited for this race.
Yeah. Do you want to start us off with the race start, or should I?
That's up to you, mate. I just did the rundown of the grid, so if you want to take it over, go ahead.
I'll take over for the race start, and then we'll see what's happening there. But this is what I hate waiting. I'm just so excited.
Well, actually, one thing that we could say, that during this time, as we are waiting for the drivers to load in, if you do see yourselves coming back from time to time to Prospects eRacing League, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell and make it filled completely so you know every single time we have a race here at Prospects Esports. And make sure, if you have enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button so we know exactly what you guys are into and what type of content that you guys like for us to provide at the end of the day. But that's pretty much it. We're still waiting. What else can I say? Oh, if you are interested in joining Prospects Esports Discord and you want to be part of these videos where you are racing, or if you want to get yourself into commentating, please get in contact with one of the admins and they will provide you from there. But it looks like we have 19 seconds until we get to see all of the cars on the starting grid, and I believe we do have a formation lap.
We do. It is definitely on, so it should be on. Just hope I didn't miss anything. I hope Ghostin's on. That's one thing I hope. I'm pretty sure Ghostin is on. If it's not, Owen will call me, Shane will call me.
I mean, to be honest with you, if it's on or not, these drivers have to watch out regardless. I mean, yeah, Ghosting is on, you can see during the formation lap.
Yeah.
But let's actually get to a quick rundown of the drivers. Who are you thinking is going to be taking the win today? If you can say, if you can say it now. If you can say it now, who would you give Actually, let's go with the easier question. With all of the drivers from qualifying, who impressed you the most?
I think Mercedes in second, Villeneuve has impressed me the most. Like, you just came out of nowhere and set an amazing lap, even though Beast got along at 28. But we didn't know where Villeneuve came, and like all of a sudden, boom, he made a name for himself and said, "You know what? I'm taking that second. I'm showing I can do this in this league, and showing my pace, and I'm challenging for first place. I'm challenging for wins." So he was one driver who really impressed me in qualifying. And I'm looking forward to see him in the race, to see if he can, like, push Beast to the limits and, like, fight for Beast. And, like, just bring an entertaining side to the full stream. So, yeah. Just waiting on the formation lap to end.
I'm gonna have to agree with you there, mainly because I don't really know that many drivers here, in NPL. What's it called? In Prospects. Sorry, I saw Craig's name with PLR and I just got confused. but yeah, so Prospects. I don't really know that many people here, and to be honest with you, I would say Beast, but the thing is, he's been doing this, and even in the other leagues that we've been a part of, so it doesn't really surprise me at all. But it makes me proud to call him a friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we are waiting for the drivers to hit the starting grid, and I'm gonna leave it with you to do the startup.
Yeah, let's go. So Yamo's taking his time, so maybe just extra warming up his tires, but obviously AI take over the car. I'm gonna go on jump on board the gas or Pam, see where he is. The cars are going very, very slow. We don't want that. We want them to hurry up and get to the grid so we can start. 'Cause it's so exciting.
Well, we're just waiting for them.
Gasopam is now. I'm not in a good position of camera. I'm in behind them, so I don't know who'll get the better start. Hopefully, camera will change when we start, but we are loading out 2 seconds. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, it looks like
Right,
Gasmore Pam is actually. Oh, go ahead.
And 5 lights out, and we're off. Are we? No, we're not. I said that a bit early, but are we off? I can't see the best camera angle, but Beast has got a good start. Ted Silver's already under pressure. They're going too wide. Oh, there's a car around. I think that's Pulaski or Chris. I think it was Pulaski. There's damage to the field. I think Hollywood Play has got front wing damage, and he has. Kevin was making moves on Chris as Chris has hit the wall. I'm trying to see all the action back here. It looks like an Alfa Romeo has lost his fuel wing. I'm trying to keep up to date for everyone. Who else is making the moves?
Well, actually, so far, Beast still leads the way in the Ferrari, with Villeneuve just in second. Yamo is in third. Looks like Spectriv and De Silva. Well, actually, Yamo actually gained a few positions from the beginning. They were going side by side into turn 1, and it's a Ferrari, Mercedes, and then a Ferrari. A few mishaps near the back of the grid at the beginning, and this battle for first is down to 7 drivers as Craigie is struggling to try and keep up, but they have Tilmo close behind and Panda Man Gaming, the 2 Alpines, trying to work together to get past that Red Bull, but it's gonna be tough. And looks like TD Silva and Yamo are gonna go around the final corner, going side by side. Yamo goes on the inside and defends the position, very close for TD Silva. And now he's gonna go for it again, side by side on the long straight. It's a drag race here, ladies and gentlemen, as we are reaching the first turn. Trying to block Yamo on the inside. Yamo makes a late dive on the inside, going still side by side, and Yamo retakes the place in the podium positions. Amazing race so far, and it's only been lap 2.
What a move. But I'm just going to explain what happened to the back. And the cars are going so slow in the pit lane. It's like a car park in the pit lane. Like everyone's just stopped.
I'm waiting for the multiple honks to go on. Like, hey, move out the way. We got stuff to do here.
Right, so I'm just going to explain. So there was a lot of accidents at the back, and I don't know if you caught it on camera, but I was trying to explain everything. And so what happened is the 2 Aston Martins did, like one Aston Martin, I think it was Hollywood Play, hit the wall and did damage to his full wing, and a dollar Aston Martin of Monster ran in the back of Mason, and Arctic Genius is going so slow out the pit lane and causing drivers to cross the white line and get penalties. This is very dangerous driving for Arctic Genius. The Monster is going making a move, but that was dangerous diving for Arctic Genius there, coming to the pit lane. He was just going too slow. Like, he was getting in people's way, and like people were coming out the pit lane, also wanting to get up to racing speed, and he's just going there, going slow. He is on the hards. Everyone else was on the medium, so
it's going to take some laps to get those tires definitely warmed up. I'm sorry I have to cut you off here, but we have a 4-way battle here, and Spectriv is going to try and dive on the inside, give Yamo a little bit of a taste of his own medicine, but Yamo breaks a little bit later on the outside and keeps the position. The intervals has just glitched on us, so we're not going to be seeing how close they are, but this battle for 3rd place is getting very, very, very tasty, let's say, as the Alpha Tauri of TD Silva retakes the podium positions as it stands, and Yamo down to 4th, Spectriv down to 5th, but on that gearbox of the Ferrari car, with Natty in 6th, Lucifer in 7th, and it looks like Beast is just running away with this. Villeneuve is trying to keep up with it, but from the last time I saw, it was not in the DRS zone, but the DRS has been enabled on this lap, and we're definitely going to see some back and forth battles.
For sure, and obviously now DRS is open, so we are looking forward to this. I think it's now a 5-car battle right now, so we're looking good here. We're looking good for a good race for upcoming laps. So
we are looking good. Oh, what a beautiful camera that is. We can see on the beach side how close this track is. And it's extraordinary to see how this track has been made. I'm pretty sure this is a man-made type of street, because I see like the sand and the rocks piled up, kind of like the when Abu Dhabi tried to make the world with the mini islands.
True, and that looks like Spec Drive is going to make the move Yano, but Yamo has...
Oh, but Villeneuve, sorry, we gotta bring it right to the front, as Villeneuve with the DRS is gonna make a move.
Go three wide.
Oh my god, they are 3 wide! Don't, oh no, oh, and they do touch, they trade rubber, but Yamo takes back the podium positions. I'm actually speechless, I'm struggling to speak here, because there's so much stuff happening.
I just had a massive voice crack.
We're over here just trying to catch up with everything, and then it's just, oh my god, he's good!
Hello.
But what an extraordinary race, and
there's a Red Bull
Gasmore Pam has crashed, and that's a safety car on the 4th lap. Wow!
I think it's turn 1.
No, it was actually around turn 5 or 6. If we go on board with Hollywood Play, stay within the what's it called, the Delta, we're gonna see as this is turn 4, turn 5. And then straight ahead, you can see on the track turn 6 on the right side. Looks like they hit the wall and completely ruined the race. And Gasmar Pam actually was up to doing pretty well, not being involved in that. I believe not being involved in that incident at the beginning of the race. If I'm wrong, I do apologize. But yeah. But now this is gonna bring everyone closer. So now that gap that Beast and Villeneuve was doing, against Yamo is now gonna be within a 10th. Well, no, not within a 10th, within a second, sorry. And it's gonna mess it all. But Yamo is pitting, yeah.
So
Spectrum hits the rear end of Yamo into the pits and is gonna have to get front wing change. Oh, a very late front wing change as well.
I'm actually surprised. I think the top 5 has stayed out on softs, and I feel like if you feel like your tires are still good, like go for it. But the safety car, and like maybe it was time to box.
I mean, if they have the confidence and go right for it, I mean, it's only been 4 laps, and with them staying out on those softs for only around 4 laps. They're gonna make those softs last even longer, because they're in the safety car. You're not gonna be getting that much tire wear off of those tires.
I know. They also like Ghost Bike Drive's got a 3 second. I was gonna say 5, but that was my mistake. I can't speak. Oh.
Yeah, there's just so much stuff happening all over the field that we're just actually getting caught up in our own words here.
Yeah.
But extraordinary scenes, man. Extraordinary scenes. But actually, there was one person that actually tried to do that yesterday, make softs last as long as they potentially can, and that was actually Willu in the Aston Martin yesterday. He was trying to make those softs last for as let's say a little bit longer than what they were intended to last, and unfortunately had to pit near the end of the race, or else they were suspected to get a puncture. But Willu, let's see if someone can actually pull it off here today. If you are here, Willu. But we're just waiting for the cars to catch back up. It's gonna take a little bit of time, as we do have artistic genius. Sorry, I just got caught up. Loquito. Then we got the 2 Aston Martins of Monster and Hollywood, and Mason.
If you see Loquito, you can just call him Jaja. Like I'm just taking out his last name, so that's if it makes it easier. And I feel like Artistic Genius, like I don't think if the Delta's still up, I don't think it is, but I feel like Artistic Genius needs to go a little bit quicker to catch up. And Ted Silver's got a 5-second penalty for hitting Villeneuve.
And I think Villeneuve got it back as well. Actually, we're gonna take this time to actually look at the penalties. Where you said his name was Ted, right? Ted Silva?
Yeah, Ted Silva, yeah.
Alright, so Ted Silva with 5 seconds, just as we just witnessed. Villeneuve with 8 seconds. Then we got Tilamo with 3. Kivo with 5. Spectre with 3. And then we got Artistic Genius with 5. And then Loquito again with 3. And Monster actually made their way back into the pits and for another tire change.
I think he hit the wall.
Very unfortunate, but they're gonna be all the way back down to the rear. But this is actually an okay spot to do that because he only lost 2 positions and it's a safety car, so they're gonna be able to make those positions back up anytime soon. But until we catch back up, my cat decides to jump on my lap and run away.
My cat's outside, so. And there you go again, Artistic Genius is just checking everyone, and Jaja overtook him. And like, I feel like this is bad driving for Artistic Genius. Like, he's driving too slow. He's going to ruin Jaja and Monster's race. Luckily, they have caught up now, so safety car will be in this lap. I'm going to let you take the safety car restart since I took the restart. And the next safety car, if there is one, I'll take it, and so just the way it is.
Of course, it makes sense. Keeps it even between us in the comms box. We're just waiting for it to come up, and there it is. Race control. Safety car is in this lap. RL Beast is now allowed to make the the pack a little bit more condensed. They are technically the safety car at this point, going side to side, warming up those soft tires until the final corner. The safety car is now coming around the final corner, making its way into the pit lane. And let's just see how Beast takes care of Villeneuve right behind. But as it stands now, Beast is going to be leading the way with Villeneuve, Ted Silva, as Beast is going to be coming around the final corner and going straight forward. Villeneuve has been caught with his pants down, and now around 9/10 separate first and second place. Oh, and Artistic Genius has spun out, and same with Loquito. What has happened there?
I caught that on stream, but I was videoing it just in case there was an incident between the 3, and I just caught it. He just put too much power and spun.
Loquito. They probably had cold tires. They were probably replaying the Flintstones with those ice blocks of rubbers. But now Villeneuve going really wide there on the exit of Sector 1. Looks like messing up the racing line there, but now Beast is in a very good, comfortable position as Kivo is going to be diving on the inside of Craigie on those new set of softs. Craigie on the mediums, and Kivo is going to get the job done. An amazing overtake from Kivo makes their way into 6th place, and Hollywood Play has now crashed out, and Monster just sees the teammate just stuck on the track with nothing, and that's another safety car.
I was going to say jump onto Spec Drive, Yamo, Natty, Panda and all that, and it's all the way down to Mason, like 1, 2, 3. There's 7 car battles going on here. People are still trying to overtake each other. So I'll say I'll take the safety car restart and
yep.
Yeah.
That didn't last that long.
I know. The commentator's cursed, you know what I mean? So,
yep, I do that a lot. I have to admit it.
I don't know how Arctic Genius is still 45 seconds behind. And Beast has got 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. Oh no.
What happened?
And Villeneuve is getting held up by his teammate. He's 7 a penalty. Oh no.
No,
he's getting held up.
Yep, and Lucifer just got held up, yeah. On a set of mediums making their way out of the pit lane. And did I just see that right? Did Beast? Yeah, Beast got a 5-second time penalty. Was that for speeding into the pit lane?
Yeah. And I'm sorry, it was not Villeneuve who was getting held up. Villeneuve came in and held up Lucifer when he was having his penalty. Also, he's got a 5-second ending. He's got an 8-second. He took 5 seconds off. So.
Yeah, but that, to be honest with you, they lose like a little bit of positions, but it's a safety car, so they're gonna be catching up right away.
Yeah.
But now, as it stands now, Kivo takes the lead at this point with a time penalty, and Craigie close in second place after losing the position around this very corner they're coming around now. I'm gonna be honest, I'm just saying this very corner because I have no idea what the names of these corners are, and I am definitely not gonna try and pronounce them.
I don't think they have names, I don't think.
Do they not?
I don't think they do.
You know
because
what,
when they were in real life, and I was watching it, and I never heard one single name.
You know what, I'm just gonna say it.
I'm
just gonna say around the Jetta turn.
Yeah, around the Jetta turn, that works.
I'm just gonna say around the Jetta turn because it's like, what were you gonna say? But yeah, so far it's a Williams leading the way off of the safety car restart with Red Bull and Craigie close behind, then Natty, then the two McLarens actually of Pello and Voice of Chris, then Mason, the other Williams driver with RRL Beast in the Ferrari, was just leading the race, but had to pit those softs during the safety car.
Yeah, I'm surprised Kev stayed out on softs. Unless he has boxed for the softs all around.
Well, let's just check. Yep, actually, yeah, they haven't stopped yet. Neither have Kivo or Craigie have made a pit stop yet.
I think Craigie will be fine. Mediums are alright now, but Kev
those softs, yeah.
Yeah.
Those softs, but it just depends on what type of setup that you have and what your team basically came down with the tire temps and the suspension and everything. But looks to be good so far with them. But I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on Beast during this safety car restart because, of course, with him getting the fastest lap and just having an outrageous pace, it's going to be pretty good. But there you go. Yamo gets 5 seconds after hitting Spectriv, and I think Spectriv just got the same treatment. They do got to give the space and not try and brake check. Just give each other the space. Give the drivers ahead and behind you the respect of the track, and there will be no issues whatsoever. But there we go. Tilamo has now finally caught up with the safety car. And as we are nearing around the time where the race control will be coming... Actually, no, we're not nearing around the time. Never mind.
Yeah, we just passed it, so... there will be one more lap and the safety car will be in. Unless they do it very, very late. Like, imagine this is the safety car in the
just like Abu Dhabi, eh?
Yeah.
Well, anything can happen in Prospects eRacing. But we are underway for quite an exciting race so far. A few battles around the field, a few spinouts, a few crashes. One actually early on. Actually, we're still pretty much early on in the race. But yeah, actually I just noticed Kivo, while joining in late, has no helmet whatsoever. So really taking the risk here in that Williams car.
Yeah, it's just a little glitch what happens, so...
yeah. Yeah,
well... Nothing to worry about, it just affects like, the lobby, so it's just there.
Yeah, but to be honest, to the people that are home, I'm not stupid. I know that since they joined late, the helmet's not there. I'm just waffling at this point, but I'm just gonna leave it with you, mate, as it is the safety car.
So safety car's coming up. I'm going to stay on board with Kevin right here. Obviously, he is in a bad position with 8 lap old tires, but yeah, safety car is heading to the last corner now. It's not in the pit lane, so they can't just go yet. But what's Kevin going to do here? It looks like the safety car is in the box now, so he can drop it. I don't think he's going to drop it this early. He's still going. Like, Kevin's got a 5-second penalty with Craig, and now he's dropped it. He's caught Craig off a bit, but Craig is a good driver, and Natty is making a move on Pulaski. Can Craig have a little look on the inside? But Natty goes try to look down the inside of Craig as well. That would have been a good move. I'm trying to look down the grid, see if there's any more move. It looks like Beast is making a move on Monster. I'm pretty sure Justin Ted to have a look at it. Oh, there's been contact between Spec Drive and Pandaman, I think Spec Drive does have front wing damage now. His wing's looking good, so I think it was another car. I think it was Lucifer. It's got the damage as he's gone very slow at some corners, but now Yamo's making a move on him. I think Tilmo's going to make the move. Oh, and Yamo and Spec Drivers take each other out. And Monsters round as well. I'm trying to...
Please don't be another safety car. Please don't be another safety car. But, it looks like, AFS Natty... Oh, Voice of Chris has lost a few positions there, making their way down towards 7th place. Natty just gets past Craigie on the straightaway into Sector 3. And now Pello is going to be making their move as well. And Pello actually got a pretty good momentum there in the exit of Sector 2. And coming up to turns 26 and now 27, is Pello gonna look on the inside? No, that would have been really risky there. But Craig is up down to 4th place off of the safety car restart, and Beast is making their way up the field to 5th place. Same with Villeneuve making their way up to 6th. But look at this train here, as Voice of Chris, actually, I meant to say at that time, is gonna go around the outside and now the inside of Villeneuve. And they got the position 5 drivers over there, almost going 3 wide as well. Oh! And what's that TDE Silva? TDE Silva got hit by Panda Man Gaming and now has lost their whole front wing. And now look at Beast getting the old switcheroo on Craigie and now making their way up to 4th. Battles all over the field here, ladies and gentlemen. This is why you queued in to Prospects eRacing.
I know, and also, Pilotti got past Natty. I was going to say something, but obviously, the amazing stuff happened with all the battles back there, so I understand. So, keep quiet, so you can roll the way you were going. You're really good there. You're really good commentator, by the way, and yeah, it looks like Pilotti's going for Kevo.
Yeah, they've actually just caught up with those new set of softs compared to the old set of softs. We're definitely going to see the change here, but it's only a matter of time. I think Pello is actually going to be waiting for the DRS, going to just hug behind Kevo unless it's a clear open shot. As we are looking now...
It's making the move?
Was about to. Was very close, but... is going to be patient, like I said. And now Craig is falling behind on those set of mediums. I'm still surprised Kevo has yet to make a pit stop. And there it is, race control. DRS has now been enabled. And now it looks like Spectre was about to make a move on Villeneuve there, but just had to lose, just lost out a little bit. Villeneuve on those set of hards is going to be holding up a little bit of a pack here. And now Beast getting so much dirty air.
I'm keeping control of like the first 4 as like they're so close. So this could be like a very good battle here. I think Pulaski is close enough to make the move here. It's just like, is he going to be brave? Is he going to send it? Is he going to send it inside? He's looking at the outside. He's going to the outside.
Yeah, but he didn't really have the line. But Kevo actually just nicks the wall a little bit there on the exit. Could be having a little bit of front wing damage on the right hand turns. Yep, it does look like it. Let's see if Pello makes up for it, as he's gonna follow on the rear end of that Williams car. The slipstream is very powerful here, ladies and gentlemen, but he's actually not taking the slipstream. As I did say earlier, he's gonna be patient until the DRS zones. Oh, but look at Beast now! Beast getting impatient, trying to go on the inside, side by side with Natty. Both of them will be having DRS. But let's see, we're gonna go back to the up front, and Pello actually holding off. He's going to be waiting for the final corner. Very smart play there from the McLaren driver. And now Beast and Natty again going side by side. Both of them will be having DRS once again. But now it is... Yep, Kevo pits now. And Pello takes the lead. An easy overtake there. Oh! I saw a little bit of mishap near the back of the grid.
Go free right, spec drive. Craigie and Chris, fair enough, we're all 3 wide. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but they were
no, you're
wide.
Fine, mate.
And Tilmo and Chris and Panda's going for the move. Tilmo's going for the outside, where the corner where you're not meant to make a move because there's not enough room for a car. I know that because I got an incident there yesterday. I'm not going to talk about it because I'll get in trouble.
But look at this! Look at Beast! Look at Beast gonna make their way up to 2nd. There's a crash at the beginning of Sector 1, and that's a virtual safety car, and Beast was just able to get the position. At least I do believe so, did he not? And that's a full safety car. Wow. What has happened there? And my cat is trying to get my attention. Hey buddy, look, I got a job to do, buddy. Hey, I love you too.
And Panda Man's got front wing damage. His full wing's gone, and like I seen everyone trying to like overtake him under safety car. It's like, oh, what's happened? And then I just seen everyone slow down. It's like, is it something to do with Panda? I went up Panda and his full front wing. I don't know if he's played it with his teammate or if he just hit the wall, but his front wing's gone.
Well, that's going to be tough to see there.
Yeah, I think that was because of the first safety car, but front wing is not very specific about the safety car. I feel like it felt like it should be a first.
Hold on, Pello and Natty both make their way into the pit lane, and Beast is gonna stay out. As you do remember, only having around 5 laps on those mediums, where Natty and Pello were maybe around 10 from the first safety car. So it looks like Beast, this safety car has actually benefited Beast here. And I think Beast is going to try and make these mediums last the rest of the race. It's going to be a tough order, as we do have 10 laps left to go, but I can definitely see him doing it.
Like, his tyres will become at least 16 lap old, so he can do it. So if Craig's on there for 13 lap old tyres, and like he's second place, safety car, and he's feeling good, he's feeling great on the tyres, so I think Beast is having a shot of winning this. Also, Craig will still need to come in, obviously, the 13 lap of medium.
Now, don't jinx my boy now, but he is. I do have to agree with you. They are on a good run here. But we're just going to have to wait and see if they make their way. But now, since it's going to be a little bit of an easier question to answer now, who do you think is going to win this race?
Beast, for sure, Beast. I don't think no one will stop him, unless Pulaski or Natty. Natty is on new soft, so he will be coming up the grid.
I'm gonna have to agree with you there. Mainly, well, I mean, this could be biased as well from me personally, because I love Beast. Amazing guy to hang around with, amazing guy, and an amazing driver as well. So, but as it stands now, still leading the way in that Ferrari car, with the Red Bull of Craigie just behind in second. Them two have been going at it for quite a long time here today.
Yeah.
And 2 drivers that we haven't seen much at all is actually Spectriv and TDE Silva. After having an amazing qualifying, is now down to 9th and 12th place.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure TDE Silva and Yamo had an incident. I think Yamo hit him. Or I don't think TD Silver never got enough of him. I'm not taking sides here. I just caught it. I just caught a glance of it. I never seen the full thing, so I'm not taking sides. But I'm pretty sure it was later what was an incident. So I don't. I think they have got damage. So they did, but I think Spec Drive got damage. I think.
Yep, and now both of the Alpines are actually making their way into the pits exactly the same time. So now Tilma will be held up by Panda.
Yeah.
And this could mean that Lucifer will be making their way into 13th place. But let's see. It's going to be very... Actually, no. Lucifer is making their way into the pits as well. Never mind. Scratch that. But let's see. So far, we have just gone past the halfway mark of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. I actually wish I had to think about that. I had Abu Dhabi in my mind for some reason. But, who would you say so far is a... could be a contender for driver of the day?
Oh. Come back to that question on lap 20.
Lap 20? Alright, sounds like a plan. And also I want to hear from you guys in the chat. Who are you guys rooting for in this race? Let me know. I want to see it.
Oh no.
What?
I just realised I never put the time tonight. Oh no.
You never put the what?
Time. And we're not driving at night. Oh, I'm an idiot. I knew I forgot something. No, but we started off as a night race, didn't we?
Yeah, it started off at night and now it's making our way towards the day. So, looks like it's around the 6 or maybe 7 o'clock mark. So, I might have to get another coffee.
Oh, maybe. Oh, I stayed up for 24 hours. It's not good.
No, not good whatsoever. And I'm actually just looking at the Discord. And yeah, Artistic is not having a good race from what it looks like with the drivers around you.
He is 8th, so and safety car is in the stab. I will be taking this one since you took the last one, and yeah. So I'm gonna go on with Beast. I was just slowing the pack right down, obviously let the safety car come in and then drop it. Like, if you were driving and you were leaving the safety car, where would you drop it about? Would you drop it right after the corner, or would you leave it as late as
I
possible?
would drop right as I saw that what's it called? The race control go through.
I think Beast has dropped it. I think Beast has went.
Yeah, Beast is gone. He's already gone, and he's already gone around a 0.6 time to Craig, but now Craig has to be using the ERS to catch up a little bit.
I thought now he's making moves, but we are making moves to the back. I think.
Oh, TD Silva and Yano and Yarmo.
Yarmo.
Oh, and there goes Autistic.
Go over to by 4 cars in that corner. Wow.
Yeah, a little bit of a mishap there with artistic genius, but yeah, but we have a few battles all over the field. Beast is actually pulling away from Craigie now, and then Craigie has Pello and Nettie right behind them, and then Villeneuve has a little bit of gap between them, but trying to get into that battle for second place. And there goes Spectriv around on the long left-hander of Jeddah, and down to 15th place. One mishap during the safety car restart, and down to not last place, but it's going to be the last driver on the grid from what it stands like. But Voice of Chris trying to catch up with Mason. We're going to go on board to see how close they can make that gap. And Voice of Chris just staying away from those curbs a little bit until now, using the ERS, using the slipstream, is going to be looking on the outside, and Artistic Genius has crashed out on turn 25. No!
And it's a safety car, and that's just came to Mason's rescue there. Oh, Mason just brake tested for his crash.
I think because of the, what's it called? The, what is it? The Delta. The Delta, thank you. I just had a brain fart there again. The amount of brain farts I'm having. We should have a brain fart meter.
But if I was him, you've got 10 seconds to do that. And the way he done it was at the end of the corner, and there was a wall on the inside, so there was no way Chris would have seen him. So if I was Mason, I would have still sped up, right? Just a little bit, so Chris knows you have to slow down. And like get out of the way so you don't block Chris, not the way you did. Because that was bad from him. Like, lucky Chris never got damaged.
Yeah, that was very lucky, and they're both lucky to not be having any time penalties added to their name because of that collision. But yeah, all's well that ends well at this point, as AFS Natty takes the lead with Villeneuve in third. I don't know why I went to Villeneuve. Pello in second, Villeneuve in third, Mason in fourth, Voice of Chris in fifth, Antiamo in sixth, TDE Silva in seventh, Kivo in eighth, ninth is Pandaman Gaming, Lucifer in 10th, Spectriv in 11th place, Craig in 12th after overtaking Beast during the pit lane while Beast was serving a 5-second time penalty, and then Tilmo near the back of the grid. And looks like all of the drivers has caught up, but I don't think the safety car will be in this lap just yet. It might be another lap of safety car, but I've never seen like a safety car not do a whole lap around the field before doing a before coming in. But we'll have to wait and see.
I'm pretty sure the safety car comes out for 2 laps, because I remember last game it used to stay out for like 4.
Well, that's just because last game, especially if you were at the Vietnamese Grand Prix, there would be people crashing out during the safety car because of the Vietnam Grand Prix.
I remember the Vietnam Grand Prix. Would you say Vietnam is quite similar to this track?
Yeah, actually, that was the first track that everyone compared this track to, was Vietnam. But
yeah.
But the thing is, I think that Vietnam is kind of like Jeddah, but in reverse. At the beginning of Jeddah, it's those quick lefts and rights, whereas Vietnam is at the end, in the last sector, where it's the quick lefts and rights until the final corner.
Like, I'm going to say something here, most people might disagree, right? Sorry, it kind of reminds me of Monaco. Like a wide Monaco. Like, if you look at some of the corners, right, you go flat out at some, right? You go flat out at turn 24 and 25. So technically, it's the same direction of Monaco. I think
Wait,
it's
24 and
Tunstall?
25? No, that's a braking zone 24. Which turn are you talking about?
I don't know, to be honest.
Are you talking about the quick lefts and rights to where like that first right-hander? It's like you can go completely off of the curb because the racing line is on the outside of the curb, not on the inside.
No. Right, so I'm basically explaining, like, no turn 24 and 25, right? So see if you done that flat out. Well, obviously you can't do it flat out, but like, see if you did, I would feel like, I can't remember the name of the town. I think it's rather swimming pools game in Monaco.
Oh well, I mean, I
So
would have no idea. This is like, other than having the last game for like about a month before this game came out, this is like the only Formula One game that I actually got like really deep into.
yeah.
And
So like, it just gives me that kind of vibe. So.
yeah, maybe. I mean, it is a street circuit. It is close walls. You are near a city, and I do get that. But this would actually shock a lot of people. I only recently got into Formula One around November, and the funny fact about that is that the only reason I actually got into Formula One was because the game was on sale.
Really?
Yeah, that's the only reason. Wait, no, not November.
Wow.
Sorry, like around when was it? When did this game come out? Like around August, September? One of those.
June, I think.
June? Okay, then it was like right before June. Then that's what I meant, not November. What did I think November? For Christ's sake! But it doesn't matter. We're waffling. AFS Natty's gonna be coming across the final corner, gonna be holding off the pack a little bit, and it's gonna be going for it now. And Pello is around half a second behind, and just trying to keep up, warming up those tires along the straightaway as well. And we have a few with Voice of Chris and Yamo going side by side. We also have Panda Man Gaming and Kivo going side by side. Chris comes on top of that one, and Panda goes on top of that one. And Panda goes past Yamo right before turn 4, and he goes shooting completely off of the track.
I think he's hit another car. I think he's hit Tillman. I think he's hit his teammate.
Yeah, he just hit his teammate there, and he just hit Panda Man Gaming. What is going on hit Craig. What is going on with Panda Man Gaming?
Don't know,
And then
man.
look, there you go, and then hits Lucifer in the rear end. What is going on?
And Tillman was spun and got no way.
Well, that was a bit of a weird situation. Beast and Yamo changing positions there, as Yamo knows that Beast with those new set of softs will be faster, and Beast trying to catch up with that front 5. But is now 2.2 seconds behind Voice of Chris and trying to keep their way up.
Yeah, I'm really happy to see Mason in 4th. Like, he's doing good right there. I'm pretty sure he started 18th, I think he started. No, he started 16th or 15th or 14th, something like that. But he's really set up to 4th.
Hold on. Lucifer and Kivo was just about to go side by side. And Lucifer makes a super late braking zone. Actually, no, Kivo does. And Panama Gaming goes up to 9th place. Yep, and there goes Yamo into the pit lane. And Panama Gaming is actually glitching side to side on my screen. I don't know if he's like that for you.
It looks perfectly fine for me. So we'll just keep an eye on that. I think he's just doing that himself. Because he is going side to side a little bit. And you see his steam will turn a little bit. But let's close eye on stuff. So the closest battle is probably between...
It's between Beast and Chris.
Oh yeah, I never saw him Beast and Chris, yeah.
Yeah, so Beast has already caught up with Chris, making up 2 seconds already, and looking to go around the outside, having the better traction around that corner. But now he's going to be right behind Voice of Chris. And having that dirty air with those new set of softs is going to struggle. And he's going to try and make the move now on the outside. Now, yeah, first was the inside, now the outside, then the inside again. Now entering turn 23. And now 24 making their way up to 5th place. Now we'll have Mason just ahead in the Williams, now going to be within the DRS zone. Villeneuve actually trying to catch up with Pello into the final corner. Pello taking a wide line there, and Villeneuve trying to make up for it, but with Pello having that wide line, he's definitely going to be having a lot more pace there. But now Villeneuve is going to be having the slipstream going on the inside, and actually backs out of that battle.
There goes Beast for Mason, side by side. Are there going to be contact?
There's no contact, but they're still side by side into turn 3. Now towards turn 4, one of them is going to have to back out of it. And they both don't, but Beast comes out on top, making their way into 4th place. What a recovery so far for Beast.
Yeah. That was a pretty dangerous move there. Like I say, that's one of the corners where you really not looking forward to making moves there because it's difficult.
Yep. Oh, and here we go. Late dive from Villeneuve on the long left-hander, right by Pello in 3rd place, and is now a whole car length ahead. Villeneuve, easy overtake. Can definitely take those for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But now Beast has caught up with those three. With those two, I should say, sorry. Now it's a 3-way battle for that 2nd place. And look, with this helicopter camera, look how close these drivers are. Only a few car lengths separate these drivers.
Yeah, and Mason is dropped off. He's a second behind Beast now, and he's probably thinking, oh, I can get a podium here. But he can't. The only person that's got a penalty is Villeneuve. He's got a 6-second penalty. So, Mason, if you want to move up a place, like I would maybe think about Villeneuve's got a 6, and you don't know, like,
oh,
can make mistakes.
hold on, turn 1, Pello on the late dive on the inside on Villeneuve. Gets a terrible run there, but with that breaking line, gains the position. Let's see if Beast can make his way into the podium positions. Currently actually in the podium positions after the penalties will be served. But he needs to get past Villeneuve and Pello as quick as he potentially can, because he wants that race win.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just reading something right here, so...
Oh, but let's see how this goes. TD Silva gets the fastest lap with the 131.0 in the Alpha Tart. Will be begging in the extra point.
Yeah.
Oh,
sorry,
and there goes Villeneuve! Losing the whole front wing in that Mercedes car, and that's made Beast's job a lot easier. Villeneuve also getting a 5-second time penalty for having a collision with Beast during that crash.
And it's giving Mason a 3-second time penalty, because I'm pretty sure Villeneuve never turned to ghost in time, so Mason had to dodge and go wide and get himself.
Oh, but look at Beast now.
Seconds.
Beast just got past Pello, but now Pello will be having DRS on this straight. It could be retaking 2nd place, but let's see how Beast reacts to it. Going to be on the outside. Is he going to move on the inside to defend? No! Pello's going to go on the inside, but with those set of softs, should be able to hold the position, and he does, making his way back to 2nd. Beautiful defending from Beast. Now is going to be eyeing down AFS Natty, but do you think that he is too far behind, as we only have 3 laps left here in Saudi Arabia?
It's going to be interesting. 3 laps. 3 laps, yeah. Because we're counting this lap. I don't use the count laps, like the laps that we're on, so like I'd say like 2 laps to go.
This is how I easily remember it. I do the final lap minus the current lap and just +1. Because you are counting this current lap. And Panaman Gaming does retire in the pits. Very unfortunate, but yeah, but this is the man that we need to watch. Even though there's battles all over the field, this is the decider. Can Beast catch up with Natty? And let's see the tire difference. Natty is on 3 lap older softs. I think I just had a voice crack there. And Beast is trying to catch up and just got Pello in. Pello just got into the DRS zone.
I'm speechless here. Like Mason and Lucifer's trying to make moves on each other, but Mason's trying to make a move on Crash. It's like Mason's go down the inside. Good move by him.
but now Chris is going to be having that DRS. So, was it the right call? It might not actually have been, but I mean, it was the right call for Chris. But now Lucifer is going to be looking on the inside, blocked by Mason, still bumping tires. And that made Lucifer lose his right end plate. And Pello gets a 3-second time penalty.
Just say, if you could carry on here, I'm trying to sort something here, so I'm just trying to read comments here, so...
Yeah, no worries, but looks like the closest battle is actually with Yamo and Craig, as Yamo is going to be having the DRS, using both the DRS and the ERS, was looking to make a dive on the inside, but Craig was able to hold the position, trying to look for the switcheroo, but Yamo keeps the position once again, and we're going to go back up front because Beast is trying and pushing that Ferrari car to its limits, trying to catch up with the Alfa Romeo of AFS Natty. Getting very close now. Could be within striking distance in the next coming of turns. Was before 5 seconds behind on the end of lap 22. Now coming to the end of lap 24. And is around the 2.3 second mark. And I don't think it's going to be enough time unless AFS Natty gets into some sort of incident and crashes out or messes up and gets a little bit of front wing damage. I think that's the only opportunity Beast is preying on. But now it's the final lap one more time around the quote-unquote fastest track of the 2021 calendar here at Saudi Arabia. Put your hands together as we are waiting for the drivers to come around the final corner. But we had to get through Sector 1 first. Now Ted Silva and Craig were going side by side. And TD Silva was able to get the position, but now... Oh, and now Kivo and Spectriv are going to go side by side into turn 1, and Spectriv gets the position. But now, we're going to go back to the front. Beast has now brought that down to a 1.4 seconds. Villeneuve gets the fastest lap with the 1:30.7. Beast is catching up to the Alfa Romeo, now almost within a second.
Come on.
By throat.
But shoot, come on.
Come on, Beast.
Well, you can do it.
You can do it, mate. It's almost there.
We're not taking favorites here, but come on, we want to see action.
He is pushing, but no, he will not be getting DRS. Now going to be having to use all of his DRS, but AFS Natty is going to be having more. And I think that's going to be it, as AFS is going to be coming around the final corner for the final time. And we've left to right on the track as they're going to come across the line first to win the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix Tier 3 Round 3. Extraordinary scenes from AFS Natty and RL Beast. Good battle.
Oh, go to Chris. This could be Boas versus
and Yamo. And Yamo.
Oh.
Last race mishaps. Looks like the team with the most points here today could be the McLaren, but AFS Natty did everything they needed to do to get the win here today. Beast in second. What a race that we have witnessed. What a race. But as it comes, it is currently the final lap. The race is finished. Who is going to be your driver of the day?
Oh, I'm gonna have to say Mason. Like he
Mason.
came fourth. Yeah, like, if you don't understand me, like Mason is like I'm based on like the drive, like where people started, you know, like the biggest mover. Like I could also go for Chris, like Chris and Mason, or even Natty. Like
I actually disagree with you, mate. I'm sorry, I disagree with you. I don't really go for the driver that's get the most positions. I get whoever's had the best drive and the best push, and that is going to be my man Beast. From getting pole position, leading the race, those safety cars did mess him up a little bit, and then pitting again for those new set of softs near the end of the race, gets pushed down to below. So like around the 7th position or 8th position mark, and was able to push his way all the way through all of those drivers into second place. Beast is my driver of the day.
Yeah, you could say that as well, but yeah, we all have our differences, and I'm going for Mason or Natty or Chris, because I'm pretty sure Natty started well back as well, so he started 6th, and Mason started 14th, and Chris started 16th, so that just proves that how well they done.
That is true, but that is going to be it for today. Tier 3, Round 3. AFS Natty is our winner, with Beast in 2nd, Pello in 3rd, Mason in 4th, Voice of Chris in 5th, Lucifer in 6th, Kavo in 7th, 8th is Craig, 9th is Spectre, 10th is Villanove, and Timo rounds it up. The drivers that crashed out is Yamo, Silva, Panda, Artistic, Mando, Hollywood, Loquito, and Gazmore Pam. I just got that in time. I hope you guys have enjoyed Round 3, Saudi Arabia. And where would we see ourselves next week?
I think it's Japan, but I'm just gonna invite the people. Was it Nai, Pulaski, and it was Beast?
That was such an extraordinary race. What a race,
who
man.
came in the top 3? Who came out in the top 3?
It was Natty. It was Beast. Ah, who came 3rd? Lads, Pulaski. In the chat, who came 3rd?
Pulaski.
Okay,
yeah,
you got him?
Pulaski. I don't have Beast, but I think you do.
Yeah, I can get Beast. Well, you can just type in their name.
Oh, yes, you can.
Yeah, come on now.
Okay, smarty pants. No, I'll just let you do. You have them. I'll be quicker.
Yeah, but I'll be getting the blue screen, so you're gonna be the one to have to do it, mate. So you want me to tell you?
That doesn't mind. Like, it'll just be like for 2 seconds.
All right. Well, there's Pello. Well, guys, you're gonna be seeing a blue screen in just a second. Just give us some time as we are trying to get all the drivers in. We just got AFS Natty, and now we're waiting on RL Beast. You'll be seeing a blue screen. Give us a second. Added RRL Beast to the chat, and we are back. But as we wait for them to make their way through, we can actually start off with Natty. Natty, are you there, mate?
Yep, I'm here.
Do you have your voice allowed to be shared?
I believe so, yeah. It worked last time.
Alright, but AFS Natty, congratulations on your race win here at Saudi Arabia. How do you feel?
It was pretty intense. I mean, I love Saudi Arabia. This is a fantastic track. I mean, my qualifying didn't go very good. I mean, I only did 1 lap that actually counted. And then, during the race, it was kind of just a luck and strategy. When I pitted for those softs at the end, and then they had the 2nd or whatever 3rd safety car, I thought about going back in, but I figured I could probably get 10 plus laps on them, so I kind of took the risk and stayed out, and I guess it paid off.
When it was coming around the last few laps of the race, and I want to flash you back a little bit. So lap 22, Beast and sorry, what's the McLaren's name again? Sorry,
Poloski.
Sorry, because I'm still new, so I'm trying to get used to your names. So Poloski and Beast, they were battling it out, and Beast just passed. They were around 5.7 seconds behind. Came around to the final lap. At the beginning, it was around 2.2, and then at the end of sector 1, it was around just over a second. Were you a little bit were you stressing out a little bit, or were you panicking?
At first, those, at lap 20, okay, I got 5 laps. They're still roughly 4 seconds behind me, so the likelihood of them catching me was pretty low. So I was I was actually feeling okay until Beast, I think, got by Pelosi, and then he really started closing that gap. And then on that last 2 laps, I was like, okay, he's within 2 seconds. As long as I could keep him without, getting DRS. So I was just trying to keep it above 1 second. I felt pretty good that I was gonna be able to hold him off. But yeah, it was getting a little scary at the end there. Yeah.
All right. Did you actually like? Let's say this: with the safety cars that were coming out, like before all of that, at the beginning of the race, what was your original pit strategy? Was it were you actually already going for a one stop or maybe a two stop originally?
No, I was gonna go one stop. I started on the softs and then I was gonna go to the mediums, but I watched tier 1 and tier 2, and with all the safety cars in those 2 races, I figured that it probably end up being like a 2 stopper or maybe even a 3 stopper depending on how many safety cars we got. But yeah, I think usually like if everything goes to plan, Saudi Arabia is 1 stopper. But this race obviously with all the safety cars, it kind of changed the plan.
All right. Do you have any questions for our race winner?
For me, I'm good.
No, I'm talking to my co.
Oh, sorry, I'm feeling distracted. I thought you were just like talking to them. So,
hey,
yeah,
I did the same thing yesterday, mate. So you're fine.
Yeah, how did your race go, please? Like, did you enjoy it, or like, was it hard, or?
At the first for a while it wasn't going well. I felt like I couldn't get by anyone. I was kind of stuck in that DRS train with Silva, Pelosi, Spectra. We were all kind of stuck in the DRS train. Those first like 5-10 laps, I think it was, and I wasn't really going anywhere. But then once the safety cars started happening, it kind of opened up the race a little bit. So.
Yeah, I just want to apologise. I said Beast won the race. I'm sorry, Nice, if I offended you, but yeah, you did win the race.
Beast came in second. Yeah.
Oh wow. So Beast, what's your thoughts there? Were you a bit upset that you done the work in qualifying and this happened in the race, or?
Sorry, I didn't get that.
What's your thoughts on the race? Because you done really good in qualifying. So what's your thoughts?
Well, to be honest, from yesterday, like I'm sure you were watching what was happening. I'm not sure if you saw what happened just in the first race for tier 2, but on turn 1 and 2, I was in the middle of Guitarman Khan and someone else.
And you got taken out right at the beginning.
Yeah. So
yeah, I was commentating I was commentating. Yeah.
Owen tapped me on the rear, so and then he spun me on the back right tire. But anyways, I'm now an official tier 3 driver. I spoke to Owen and Shane and whatnot about it. I just felt that my pace wasn't up to speed with tier 2 people. But with this race, like, I wasn't really expecting much, to be honest. Like, I didn't really expect all those safety cars to be coming out. It was kind of like a cluster of like a bunch of people all over the place, and I think with like trying to push Natty as hard as I could, I knew as soon as I got past Pelosi, I was like, this is my chance to get some clean air, and I need to start pushing as hard as I possibly could to catch up to Natty. And as soon as I saw the pace, like with that time coming down and down and down, I was like, this is my chance to get my very first win in tier 3. And I was like 1.1 to 1.2 seconds off of Natty at the last lap, and I was like, oh, but I'm quite happy with P2. It's honestly great to get P2 most of the time. Like, I've gotten it from season 4, so yeah.
Wow. Congrats on becoming the tier 3 driver, so
Thank you.
I got a question for you, Beast.
Go for it.
Do you think Rainer would be proud?
For me to be representing RRL, I think he would be. I've already got my first F2 win in RRL.
Yep.
So I think getting a P2 here kind of like shaves the top of the cake a little bit for now. I'm not going to be expecting too much within the rest of the season. I'm hoping I can eventually finally get my first my first win here. But other than that, with the safety cars, like when I was the first one, I was leading them twice. I really needed to catch people off guard and catch them sleeping at that time, so I can get more of a further distance from other people, so they're not within my DRS.
All right, and I would just like to let you know that my co didn't really agree with me, but you were my driver of the day. I think it's a little bit biased because of our knowledge of each other, but you still had an extraordinary race, leading most of the race until the safety cars came out. When you came down after the third safety car, going in for a new set of softs after using those mediums, and pushing your way back up, just having that dedication, that pace, and that consistency. It's just extraordinary, and you already know with me, I have no consistency whatsoever. The only time I actually was consistent was actually in that F2 league, but yeah, honestly, congratulations on a second place. Still should be proud. I would if I was in your boots because I don't really get that many podiums. But now we're actually gonna kick it off with the final driver here today, the McLaren, getting set on third place. Poloski, are you there, mate? There you go. Now, do you think that you can push this momentum for the Drivers' Championship? Well, it is actually, I'm just going to say, it is actually getting a little bit late, so we actually have two more questions. I'm actually going to leave it with my co.
Yeah, questions, what?
Do you have any questions for our consistent podium driver here today?
Congrats. So that's one thing I want to say, but yeah. How do you feel about like you're driving like this season already? Like the first 3 rounds have like, you feel like you're doing good? Do you feel like you need to improve on stuff? Do you feel like
I mean, hey, you might see yourself in Tier 1 if you keep this up. Actually,
Japan, yeah.
it's Japan, yeah. A little bit of fighting words from the McLaren driver here today.
I suck at Japan anyway. I suck at Japan, so I don't expect much from me anyway. So.
Okay, someone clip that, because if he wins next week, we're gonna show that to him.
I'm telling you, every time I've done Japan, I either finish really poorly or DNF. So we'll see.
Yeah, Azerbaijan is actually week 5, so it'll be 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, isn't Japan is next week, right?
Yeah, Japan is next week. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, actually, it looks like that one question actually went longer than expected. But to be honest with you guys, you three should all be proud. Even all the drivers that finished today, you should all be proud on where you finished today. Thanks again for letting me have this opportunity to be a commentator once again. Thank you again, by the way, for actually allowing me to actually sit with you in the comms box. Appreciate you, my man. But
yeah, you're welcome, man.
Hopefully we get this opportunity again. But we will see you next week for Japan. And again, if you guys have enjoyed, make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure that notification bell is completely filled so you are notified every time Prospects eRacing League has a race. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I've been Justin.
I've been Mark.
And we will see you next time.